Why is real estate getting more expensive? Trust me, for the past 2 weeks, I have been seeing a lot on social media. And I can tell you for a fact that yes, it is a movement. It is crazy because we actually needed this to voice out. But so many people do not understand that there are so many factors that affect the pricing of real estate. And trust me when I tell you that we realtors have absolutely 0% to do with the pricing of real estate. Let's take, for instance, I want to build a project in Ikate-Lekki, Lagos. And maybe I don't want to buy the land because of how expensive it is. I want to probably meet a homeowner that has a property and propose to him to build maybe 2 blocks of flat, depending on how big the land is. Now, the homeowner will come with a specification. I want this to be this. We're going to go 5 floors up, and you're going to give me 6 units, 10 units of apartments to myself, because they're going to take the property worth of, in apartments, and you as a developer, you have to look at it and like, if I give this person this certain thing, how much am I going to sell to make both my cost of construction and my profits? Do you understand? This is just from a certain view. There are so many other factors that affect it. Sometimes it could be the really landowners. Yes, a lot of these developers does JV. I know, for instance, we close JVs a lot. We've heard some ridiculous terms and conditions from landowners, and you can't blame them. They bought the land. It's either you want it or you don't, because there are so many other developers that are looking for landed properties to jump on. Why? Landed properties are very, very scarce, especially in prime areas. Now, the case even happened that a developer even reached out to me, and this is my very good client. He has bought a property from me before, and I'm very well aware of his real estate transaction, and he wanted to do a JV. Now, we went in searching for a JV, and I was just hearing some crazy terms from the, landowner. You must buy cement from me. You must stay at whatever price I give you. So maybe the market is selling at 10,000 or 9,000, and you come and give me at 13,000. And oh my goodness, because of that terms and condition which I've accepted to jump on, because the land is so scarce, or there are so many other people and I need to build, then how do I make my profits? Now, that is just one thing. Let's talk about documentation. Do you know how much, when last did you try to perfect your title in Lagos? If you've not done that recently, I would advise you to take a stroll to Alausa and just mistakenly ask for how much. They will tell you, oh, it's from the beginning, it's probably 7.5 or 3.5. My darling, there are certain things that you need to do, because if you don't do them, you see where your file is, it will remain there forever. Your file will not move from that spot, especially when you're trying to perfect to a C of O, or you're trying to perfect to a governor's consent. Let's take, for instance, government allocation. I know a lot of people will come for me for this. Do you know that the price you see on a government allocation list, you have to pay that maybe a bit higher of that amount just for logistics? You're not aware? The official price on the paper is quite different from the price. They call it a particular name, which just skipped my mind right now. And now imagine I'm buying a property of 1.1 billion. Maybe I'm trying to buy about 30 plots in Acha, and I'm trying to apply for government allocation. I'm buying directly from Lagos State government, and I, and I fight for it. And then they're telling me that I need to pay an extra 500 million or 1.2 billion for some kind of logistic fee. If I pay all this amount, let's do that mathematics. 1.5 billion, right? Now, 1.5 billion, and I pay logistic of another 1.5 billion, or let me just even say 750 million, because many people are not aware that this is how it goes. So that is a total of 2.250 billion naira. Now, 2.250 billion divide 30 plus. That will give you at least your 75 million naira that you have spent per plot. 75 million naira. Now, you have not added your profits. You have not added your cost of operation. You're going to do gatehouse. You're going to do drainage. You're going to do fencing. Okay, let me not even say Aja, maybe that is in Chevron. You're going to do drainage. You're going to do all of these things. You're going to pay people to work. And then how much do you expect to sell that property? Don't even forget that maybe you are not trying to build. That is just for the allocation of the CFO. You still now need to go for your building plan approval. Yeah. And your building permit and your fencing permit and so and so and so and so. How much do you think that one house will, let's be very realistic, let's be very honest with ourselves. How much do you think that you, if it were you in this situation, how much would you sell the lowest property in there? Let's take for instance, that's why you see a lot of people would rather just do blocks of flats. Because if they do blocks of flats, 50 million, 65 million it will give them so much more profit than building duplexes. Because like it or not, duplexes take a lot of space. The space you will use to build 4 duplexes or 5, somebody will use it to put 2 different blocks of apartments. Like 3 floors, 3 floors, 3 floors. You don't know. So that's why, that's just one of the facts. I'm not saying this is just the reason. I'm just giving you different scenarios, different factors in which real estate is pricey. Trust me, it's even harder to sell expensive real estate. And we are even sometimes, yeah, when some developers give me some prices, I'm like, oh my God, calm down. Breathe. Touch your chest. Breathe. Yes, that's what we need to now delve, especially if our client is very serious and really likes that property. We don't have to go deeper and, try to negotiate, cut down costs. There was even a time I had to send somebody to the Chinese embassy because the developer in question wanted to travel for the Cancun festival last year, and my client really loved this property. It was quite affordable. I mean, as at that time, you could get a 4-bedroom, was a 3-bedroom terrace duplex for 60 million naira in Aja. So I had to send a colleague to go and meet him, to beg him for me in the Chinese airport. Chinese embassy, because I was running some inspection. I still sent my staff to go and do it, just because our client was really serious and we knew that how serious he was and we wanted to get that deal for him. We went to so many lengths. The man, in fact, at some point, the man said, he's not taking 60 million. The normal price on the market now is 75 million. And he has not finished the construction. Why should he still collect 60 million? Because, if he still does this construction, you have to buy the materials at the new prices, and that's extra costs that he did not plan. So why should he, take it? But it took a lot, and God willing, that I feel like that property was for my clients, and he conceded. So these are some steps that we take. It's not as if we're happy to tell you this is 2 billion. Oh my goodness. Sometimes, I look at these properties and I'm like, God, 2 billion. But the point remains that I feel like some properties are for you. In every country, not just in Lagos, not just in Nigeria, in every city, there are places that are made for the general public, and there are places that are exclusive for their 1%. Even in South Africa, that was used as an example in one of the videos I saw that was trending. In that same South Africa, in Cape Town, there are some places that are exclusive to the 1%. And that's just a normal South African cannot even afford it. It's just the same way you're comparing the whole environment with Victoria Island or Ikoyi right there. So it happens in every place in the world generally. So it doesn't mean that, because that place is expensive, every other place is expensive. No. There was a time they were selling houses in Aja 40. In fact, oh my goodness, I took 2 clients. What am I saying to you? I took 3 clients. 3. A 3-bedroom terrace duplex in Aja for 43 million. 4 and 3. The man was saying it's too, at that time said 43 million. The normal price for a 3-bedroom terrace duplex was what was it then? It was around 45, 50. in there. The best part of it was that the developer was giving a 6-month payment plan. All my client needed to do was 10 million deposits to start. Stories, the three of them, stories came up. Now, in 2024, they reached out to me, blessing. I have 43 million. According to what he said, I've been able to raise it to 50 million. What can I get? Do you know what I told him? Sir, it's 1-bedroom apartment in Aja that you can buy. One bed. One bedroom, in case you're not hearing me well, 1-bedroom apartment. Why? Time has gone. Inflation has taken over. If you don't know, inflation has taken over everything. How much were you buying fuel before? How much is fuel today? Transportation, we're not even going there. Food costs, we're not even going there. Cost of living, income, oh my God. Clothing and accessories. So what makes you think that real estate too will not be expensive? It will be expensive. How much was cement? We were buying cement. I'm personally building, so I know what I'm talking about. It is paining me. Last year, January or so, cement was, before Tinubu entered, I know we were buying cement 3,000, 4,000. Okay. Last year, January, they were not telling me that cement was 6,000. It was growing. I'm like, now I'm buying cement 10,200. I'm hearing that it used to see increase safe. I see that I've gone to rush to buy. I don't want to hear stories that it's just great. How much will be buying iron? Have you checked the cost of iron now? Iron of 9,000, 8,000 is 17,500 for one. So, my darling, I'm not justifying anything. I'm just saying that with the way things are increasing, you need to start looking at other means to increase your source of income. I keep telling people that don't depend on your salary. Imagine, okay, let's take for instance a regular businessman, an Igbo man that has one shop. Now you have one shop, you're living in your beautiful home, you married a wife on top of that one shop. You gave birth to kids on top of that one shop. Do you know that there will be a time when there will be nothing in that shop? You will sell everything just to put food on the tables of your children. If you don't start making the necessary plans to ensure your financial stability right now with some good investments, you will see that you will end up using your current resources to fund your current living. Rents are becoming even where I am living, I'm still a tenant. Rent, how much was my rent last year? My own landlord have given me updates, blessing updates. This is my new rent for 2025. I'm not even going to tell you how many times, but that is the reality of it. What did I do? I started land banking investments. I've been preaching about this. For people that don't want to buy real estate and wait for a couple of years, or they're buying real estate for future investments, and you don't want to wait until 5 years, 3 years to get that return on investment, or you just have more money somewhere, you can put it in real estate land banking and earn 29% return on investment in 8 months from your investment. In that 8 months, you can get back your capital and get back your profits. Or you get 45% return on investment in 1 year, or 70% return on investment in 18 months. What do I mean? 1 million naira will give you one point. Blessing. This is a very realistic thing. I'm not here. This is more like a talk show between me and you. Let's be very realistic. If there's anything you're not getting, put it on the comment section. I will explain better. Or this is my WhatsApp number here. Chat me as a blessing. It's a lie. Let's talk about it. Let's be more realistic. This is a reality. Real estate is life. Real estate is realistic. Yeah. Now, if you're doing 1 million naira, you'll be getting 1.290 million naira in 8 months. If you're doing that's saying 1 million on 45% return on investment, you'll be getting 1.450 million naira. And if you're doing what's the word? On 18 months, you'll be getting 1.7 million naira. Now imagine if you're doing 10 million, 100 million year over. I have clients rather. Some will be getting their cars this Wednesday. I have clients that does land banking, and they have not, for the past 5 years, they have not spent a dime from their pocket money, from their original income, from their money that they get from their place of work. Why? Because it is their return on investment on land banking that they use to sort out their daily life. And what people don't understand is that when you start investing in land banking, The truth is, you're going to get your main capital at most within 2 years. After that 2 years, what else, whatever you keep investing is your return on investments. You've already gotten back your capital. It's just like your return on investment multiply, 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 multiply. Now, if you don't put now, I'm not saying because you're doing land banking, you should not buy properties. No, you have to buy properties because those ones are for life. Oh. Land banking is just temporary, right? You get back your money within 8 months, 12 months, or 1 year and 6 months. But buying a property too is for life. This one, when you need urgent loan, you can go to the bank with your property. How far? How far? Collateral. That is what you call a collateral. If you need funds for your business, you have a steady, solid collateral that can yield it. So, ladies and gentlemen, stop looking at this thing as, oh, it's getting overpriced. Yes, we know. But at the same time, the land cost, the cost of construction, the building cost, the terms and conditions, depending on how the developer is doing it, whether he's buying the land or he's working with some landowners themselves, and the cost of documentation, the cost of perfection, and what is making all of these things right now become like super, super, super pricey that is getting so out of hand. Really, I sympathize with us because I'm personally in it. I'm feeling it. My rent now is increasing, or it has increased rather. But the point is, while we're contemplating on this, let us also look for means on how to multiply our income. Start a side hustle. You see, these days, me, I run. Let me leave that aside. You can start a side hustle, start a clothing brand, start a food brand. Food is a necessity. People will always need food, whether online, offline, or even if you open one small store, employ sales girl, employ manager, hair salon, barbing, hairstylist. People will always need those things. This can be your side hustle. You employ a manager that will manage it. Make sure you put your eyes on your shop so that they will not chop your money and go. But these are things, side gigs that you can put to when you're going about your normal 9 to 5, your normal businesses. You have a couple of businesses where you don't need to be physically present that are giving you a return on investment. Land banking, saloon, cake, what they call it, food, whatever. You can pick from your niche. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in starting land banking, if you're earning in foreign currencies, it will not make sense to you. I'm talking to my fellow us that are in this country that we are earning in Naira, basically. If you're looking to multiply your income using real estate, the short form, either doing land banking or buying landed properties, good, genuine landed properties in there. Even with your budget, at least the lowest land I have right now is 2.8 million, and that's very close to Lagos. That's like in the Ogun State Park, 20 minutes away from the petrol gates. That's our value acres in there. So, if you're looking to do these things here, it's very important that you actually do to ensure your financial stability, because in the end, it's only going to keep getting worse. So, how do you stay afloat while inflation keeps going up and up? It is basically through amazing investments, getting side hustles, and, creating multiple sources of incomes for yourself, okay? My name is Leslie Madiko, your number one real estate guru of Lagos. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, and follow us on all our social media handle. I'm not even just the real estate guru of Lagos now. I am your real estate guru of Nigeria at large, right there. So, contact us for more information on anything you need whatsoever in real estate. And if you have any questions, if you need any clarification on anything, all you need to do is slide into my DM and I'll be ready with answers. Okay? Bye.